Today we are going to make a 2D signature, or you can say a 2D logo for your business. Here we are using Adobe Illustrator CC. You can use Maya, Blender, Google SketchUp. Adobe Illustrator CC is easier for me. The features of this Adobe Illustrator: to draw a signature or logo, we can use the vector shape in this software to create a logo that looks good on screen and in print. The best part about vector art is that it is scaled to any size, from business card to billboards, without losing the quality. Let's create a new signature for our document. Go to the file and open a new template. You can see the various size of template, postcard, web page, and the A4 size. You can customize your size also from there. I suggest the postcard. It gives me a space so we can draw. In the sidebar you can see many using tool like curvature tool, the pen tool, brush, uh, hand tool, the color, and this the color you can choose from there. And the right hand sidebar you can see the properties, layers, and the libraries. Layer, you can see layer 1 because this is the layer 1 2D signature. You can use the more layer. So I'm going to create my own signature using the curvature tool. So this is the one I'm going to draw. Make my own signature for my document. It takes only just hardly 10 minutes, maximum 10 minutes. uh-uh. Don't worry about the curve, we make it change. We can use the knot also, or can remove the knot to make it flexible. Yes, now we can change some, make it straight. Yes, I add the knot over here to match this line. Change the curve from there. Yes, just click here, a knot will come, and then move the line to merge it. Here I'm going to add one knot and then merge with the line. Okay, we need to make it. Okay, now I'm going to move this knot to make this line straight. we make it closer to the edge to make little. We want to make it little circle for O. We can delete this knot. Just select the knot and then press the delete button. We can delete this knot also, so it will go away. Add a knot. Make it closer. Yes, I think we need to delete this one, delete this knot, delete this knot, delete this knot. Move this knot, make a shape U, add a knot, make it more curve. I don't need this knot. Make it closer. I'm going to add one knot over here. Make Now you have your own signature. You can fill your signature with color from this area. I think you guys learned how to draw a signature, how to make a curved line from this presentation. Thank you so much.
Today we will create a 3D submarine using Blender. For this we will use this image as reference and we will create the submarine in the Blender. First we will open the Blender app. Then we will use new file. Then we will I will use to display keys option to display all the keys which I am inserting. Here I can use this start display option. Now I will delete the existing cube by pressing. Then I will use this background image which is over here by clicking on it and add a reference image, add image. I will browse in my section and I will use this image, open image. Then after that I will use this left view. I will use this left view and I will use this in ortho perspective view. I will use the middle mouse button to scroll to zoom in and zoom out the image. Now I will place the cursor in the middle of this image and I will go to this create a tab and I will choose circle over here. After that I will go to rotation of around x-axis around 90 degrees. Then I will use S to scale this image up to the body of the submarine. Then I will select A to deselect this line and I will go into the edit mode here over here and I will extrude it along the y-axis by pressing E, then again Y and drag the image along the y-axis. Then I will deselect it and I will now go into I will press Z to go into wireframe mode or I will choose it over here. By selecting this wireframe mode, we will select these vertices over here that are visible and also non-visible vertices. If we don't go into non-wireframe mode, we cannot select the vertices which are we not see. So now I will press B to select all the vertices. Then again I will press E to extrude along the Y and then Y to along its Y axis. Then I will scale it by pressing S. Then I will do it to the entire image E, then Y, then scale it up to then I will deselect it. Then I will go to this axis over here and select B to select all the vertices over here and it press E and Y to extrude along its Y axis. Then again E and Y to extrude it along Y axis and then S to scale it. Then again press E and Y to extrude it. Then S to scale it. And finally I will select A to deselect this one and I will go into the normal solid mode and I will exit from edit mode Up to now, we can see the body of the submarine. Now I will go back into user perspective mode. Now, now I will design the top of this submarine. Then I will go to create and add circle over here by pressing, and then I will change the rotation to 90 degrees of x-axis. Then I will scale it. Then I will deselect it by pressing A, and I will go into edit mode. Then I will extrude it along y-axis by pressing E, then Y, drag it till the end, then again E and Y. I will scale it. Then again E and Y. And I will deselect it by pressing A. Then I will go into wireframe mode. Then I will select all these vertices by pressing B and select these, and again extrude it along this side of this image. I will scale it again. And finally I will deselect it. I will come out from wireframe mode and to object mode. If we see, up to now we have designed both the body and top of the submarine. Then now we will save this file. Body, save. Then we will use a new file to design the propeller of this submarine. We will click on this file option and we'll press new button here. Now I will create the propeller of the submarine in a different file, and finally I will append it to the body that is present in the other file. First I will delete this is existing cube, then I will go to this create tab and select the circle over here, and I will reduce the vertices to the required number of fans. So I make it as 12 and then press enter. After that I will go into the edit mode and I will press E to extrude it along the Z axis. Then I will deselect it by pressing A. Then I will select all the whole by pressing A again and extrude it by pressing E and scale it. Now I will get up to this mark. Now I will deselect the whole by pressing A, and by selecting this limit selection to visible, and I will choose this face select option, and I will select the alternate faces by using left shift key and right mouse button, then again I will press E to extrude and scale outwards. Now I will deselect the all, and now I will select this edge select option and select the upper top edges of the fans by using the left shift key and right mouse button, and now I will press R to rotate it. Rotation up to minus 10 degrees will be good. Now I will select the bottom edges by deselecting the top edges. Then I will select the bottom edges and then rotate it along Z axis up to 0. Now we will reduce this gap in the middle by selecting left shift alt and right mouse button at once, and select both the top edges and bottom edges, then press E to extrude and scale it. Now to fill the gap between these top edges and bottom edges, first we will go to user preferences and we will add the loop tools option, and we can find that it in add-ons and disabled. If we check over here, we will find loop tools. We will check it, and if we see this in uh, enabled options, we can find this mesh loop tools option, then save the user settings and press the into. Now we will reduce the gap here by selecting left shift alt and right mouse key at once and select all the top edges, and then again we will select the bottom edges, then we will press E and S to scale it towards. Now if we go and see, there is gap between both these edges, so we will press W for specials and loop. There we will find loop tools option, and we will add it bridge so that we can fill the gap between all the edges. This way we will design the propeller of the submarine. We will save this file as propeller. Now we will open the body of submarine file. Then we will append the propeller at the back by go to file option, and we will use this append over here, and we will select this propeller.blend file. Then we will go into this object, and over here this circle we will select this append from library option. If we can see, we got the propeller, we will scale it and reduce this one, and we will rotate it. We will rotate it along y-axis. Then we will drag it to the bottom of the submarine. We can adjust its rotation about its axis up to now. We have designed the top body and the propeller of the submarine. Now we will design the periscope of the submarine. Now we will go into this create tab, and we will select the cylinder, and we will reduce the vertices to 12 and press enter. Now we will scale this along the y-axis first, yes, and then y, and then we will scale it along z-axis, and we will drag it over the top of Submarine, and now we will scale it along the x-axis also by pressing S, immediately X. After this is done, we will drag this periscope over the top of Submarine along X and Z axis. Now we can see the propeller over the periscope over the submarine, and we can select it by clicking the right mouse button. We'll copy, and we can by using Control C option, and we will paste it by using Control V. And now we will drag the another one. We will again scale it by pressing S and scale it along Z axis. And finally we will deselect it by pressing A. Up to now we have designed the body, the top, and the propeller of the submarine and the periscope. Now for better look option, we will select each individual part, and we can divide it into subdivision surfaces by right clicking in the each part. Then we will go over here, we can select this option, and we will use this add modifier option. We will go into subdivision surfaces. Then now if we see here, if we increases the view number, we will see the shape over here will be getting more visible. I will use that option for each individual part over here, subdivision surface, and increases the view. Now I will do the same for propeller also. So now we have designed the submarine. Now we will add color, keep windows to the submarine. We will go to this create tab and select cube over here, and we will scale it along all the axes. Scale along y-axis. Now we will drag it over here. If we can see another view, it is outside, so we will move it inside. Now we will use control copy paste options for other windows also. We will drag it over here so that we can get the same size windows over all the submarine. Now on the other side also we will create the windows to differentiate between the front view and the back view. I am designing different windows over here. For this I am using this one. Now I will rotate it along the axis. I will scale it, pressing yes. In this way I am arranging the windows like before. We will use the copy paste options for the different windows also. And finally I will deselect it. Up to now I have designed the outlet A of the submarine. Now I will color the submarine part. Submarine. First of all, I will go to this material option by clicking on it, and I will select one of the body part. Then I will go to this material option and I click on new, and under the diffuse option I will choose the color which I want and apply it. We can choose any of the color over here. In this way we will color the submarine. Now I will choose a different color for the windows. I will I need to select each of the window by right clicking it, and I will go to this material option and select the new. I will select it over here. I will do the same for all the windows. We will find the which the color over by clicking on these materials. In this way we will color the all the windows. We will select the each and each in window, and I will apply the color to it by right clicking on the window. Then I will go to this material tab. Under new, I will have the previously used material. In this way, we will find the submarine.